Do you guys think the interest rate hike, the recent slight interest rate hike, Nick's not here because if Nick was here, he would he'd be explaining a little bit more about the interest rates, but we've seen a little bit of a hike. Leela, do you think the hike has slowed people down at all, or do you think it's just a bump in the road?
I'm not sure about the bump in the road, how many more bumps we're going to have, and I think it's going to get a little bumpy according to some folks in the mortgage industry that I've talked to, but I don't think it's slowing anything down right now. I know for myself speaking, I am in the market to buy, and my husband and I are working towards that and finding the right place, and we see that interest rate, and we saw it jump up in the last 60 days.
Overall, I still feel like borrowing is cheap money, right? Your interest rate is still relatively low, especially compared to what it was at one point. I don't think it's stopping people from buying. I get the question, as I'm sure you two do, what is it, why is it going up? How much is it going to go up? And, when it does go up, it's not stopping people. And they're like, oh, it's gone up, quarter point, a half point.
Somewhere.
Right. If it jumped up a full point, in the time period there, that might be a different story or more. But I still feel like the interest rates are low enough that, yes, it's affecting, but it's not dramatic where somebody cannot fully afford to, they have to completely put it off.
And I agree. Memories are short. I've said this on the show before. People are thinking, oh my God, they were in the 3s a year ago. But they don't realize in the mid-2000s they were 7, 8, and you go back to the 90s and 80s, they were in the teens. So historically, like you both said, it's really, really low. And I agree, money is relatively cheap. You can make a lot more money off of your money right now than it costs to borrow. So if you're borrowing at 4.5, even if you got to 5%, people can invest their money and make a whole lot more than 5% right now. So it does make sense. It does make sense to still take out loans.